Yeah, thank you very much.
So, I mean, let's look back at the year that was, or perhaps even the 6 months that was, because the last time when you communicated to the market in September, you had a certain target. So how did you do?
Yeah, I think we said to the market in September that we are going to try and get to the same earnings as what we've done in the last 6 months. And we've gone 18% higher. So we actually had a very strong last 6 months. And a big portion of that is on the transactional side, because our transactional side increased with about 17%. And that's a factor of the number of clients that we have acquired. If I look at the last 2 years, we've got basically about 4 million more clients on our client base, and then a very strong switch to digital, which for us is very encouraging. 8.6 million clients on digital, I think is a big number.
What's driving that transactional side?
Well, I think it's the Capitec offer. It's that simplicity and transparency. You understand what you're getting. I think a very big factor is the fact that everyone is treated the same. There's no differentiating in price. Everyone gets the same card. Everyone gets the same experience. So I think you know what you're getting. It's always been for us very important to have that simplicity and transparency in our product offer, and I think that is coming through very strongly.
If I got the numbers correctly, looking at your results, you've got about 4 million clients in the savings side and 1.1 million side from a credit perspective. Which side do you intend to grow and why?
Yeah, I think the transactional side will grow the strongest because it's not dependent on the economy. We've always said if the economy is strong, then you open up on the credit side. If the economy is under pressure, then you close on the credit side. And I think that's clearly what you've seen. And then on the transactional side, people transact. Yes, like you can argue that in an economy that's under pressure, they will transact less. But I think we've seen, even with the lockdown regulations, the people transacted quite a lot on the digital side. We've seen no stoppage on transacting on the digital side during that period, and that helped us to perform the way we performed.
So you get a lot of reports or a lot of articles over the past few weeks or so saying that people are taking less credit. What are you seeing on your side?
Yeah, I said it this morning. If I look to up till about mid-February, there was definitely not an appetite for credit. People were, let's call it conservative. We saw it in a number of applications in branch was down between 30 and 40%. But suddenly in March, we see levels of applications to the same levels as before. And I think it's also a factor of the economy. I think, I was 2 weeks ago in Soweto and in the whole triangle, and you can clearly see the economy is starting to operate normally again. And I think that's what you start seeing as people are starting to say, but we need to be economic active. And I think that's what we start seeing in the application side.
And the funeral side of things, how's that going?
I think that's going exceptionally well. On all new funerals, we've got a 37% market share. In total, we've got a 36% market share. But I think if you look at, if you take R1 and you get cover for about 530 Rand, and that's 38% higher than anyone else in the market. So you're really getting value for money. And I think you see that on our numbers. We've sold over 1 million new policies. So we had a very good year on the funeral side.
What's on the cards for the team at Capitec in terms of plans for the next 6 months?
Well, there's plenty of opportunities, we believe, on the digital e-commerce space, making it easier for a client to transact via QR codes or tap and go or even with the app. So that's going to be a very big focus. There's a lot of opportunities on the credit side that we want to bring in new credit products on that particular side. And then if I look at business banking, we're building the new service platform for business banking. So we're quite excited about that. We can't wait to rebrand Mercantile to Capitec Business, and that will hopefully take place middle of next year.
Before I let you go, Gerrie, one thing that has you a little scared for the rest of the year?
Well, I think it's not scared. It's actually more opportunity. I think really if government and private sector can work together, then we can really unlock the full potential of South Africa. I think that is the biggest opportunity we've got, is that we don't work against each other, but together and we've got one common objective.
Gerrie, thank you so much for your time. That is Gerrie Fourie, who is the CEO of Capitec. Nompu, over to you.